A lot of people still going through strife, and still we live a joyful life. That's why the place nice, so nice, so nice. Sweet, sweet St. Thomas nice, so nice, so nice. St. Cry full of pure vibes, so nice, so nice. St. John a real paradise, so nice, so nice. So much to lose, yet so much to prove. Hey. Virgin Island teachers never raise no fool. Mama sent me school. Hey. When it's difficult, we still a push through. No matter what the blessings of will continue. We are a people of great value. That's why we stick together like tamarind stew. Hey. Remember Queen Mary, we make the fire burn, and Edward Blyden with the Africa vision. Remember St. John with the slave rebellion. General Butler say emancipation. That's why the place nice, so nice. Sweet, sweet St. Thomas nice, so nice, so nice. St. Cry full of pure vibes, so nice, so nice. St. John a real paradise, so nice, so nice. Hey, we got so much to prove, yet so much to lose. Hey, Virgin Island teachers never raise no fool. Mama sent me school. Yeah, St. Cry produce the band Midnight, and them the kind of roots make the fire ignite, yo. Julian Jackson was a champion in the ring, and now him three son them a do the same thing, yeah. Tim Duncan come from the VI, one of the greatest, and the world can see why, yeah. If you ever ask me where I'm from, born in the Virgin Island, and the whole place nice, so nice, so nice. Sweet, sweet St. Thomas nice, so nice, so nice. St. Cry full of pure vibes, so nice, so nice. St. John a real paradise, so nice, so nice. The Virgin Islands nice, so nice, so nice. Rock City sweet and nice, so nice, so nice. Twin City full of pure vibes, so nice, so nice. Love City a real paradise, so nice, so nice. Hey, I'm so proud to be from the VI, a place of history like the African side.
Talking about a land of beauty, we call it paradise. You want to come down and check we down in the Virgin Isles. We are a share of problems, we know you have yours too. We're doing our best to solve them, we want to welcome you. Come feel our gentle breezes, marvel at our sandy shore. Our crystal sparkling waters, bet you can ask for more. St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. John, next door to the PDI. Filled up with fascination, your interest we will satisfy. Some people they try to top us, but man they just cannot. I suggest you come and join us, because the VI hot. Hey. Up your hand them high, know that you from the VI. Wave your flags up in the sky. Show them we run this party, show them we rule this fed, show them we have energy. Tired man will never get VI. We from the VI. Oh, VI. We love the VI. Oh, yeah. Water Island, you're amazing, yeah, yeah. must we leave these islands. All over the world we roam. When it comes to carnival time, be ready to come back home. To eat boiled fish and fungi, cherry and torments too. To drink passion fruit and morbi, sea mustard name a few. We have to catch up the Juve, jump up behind Jamban. We have to be in the parade, jumping with just action. We have to swim Maidens Bay, Cookie Point and Mess Up too. We have to visit St. John, Crumbly we have to do. St. Paul is our biggest beauty, historic sites galore. I suggest you come and join us, come down and take a tour. Shout it out, VI, put up your hand them high. Know that you from the VI, wave the flags up in the sky. Show them we run this party, show them we rule this fete. Show them we have energy, tired man we'll never get. Packed up with friendly people, most will greet you with a smile. Wrapped up in our pride and culture, that is the Virgin Isles. We'll teach you some old traditions, that's a quail we stop up to. We'll show you an old plantation, more history old and new. Come down and spend your money, shopping is duty free. Purchase our rum and clothing, artwork and jewelry. Our day sale is really lovely, so many things to see. Snorkel, dive and swim our waters, fulfill your fantasy. Our islands are really special, they are our pride and joy. There's not a place more lovely, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix. Shout it out, VI, put up your hand them high. Proud that you from the VI, wave your flags up in the sky. Show them we run this party, show them we rule this fete. Show them we have energy, tired we will never get. VI,
If you from the VI, oh, you there,
paradise. He wants you come down and check we down in the Virgin Isles. We are a share of problems. We know you have yours too. We're doing our best to solve them. We want to welcome you. Come feel our gentle breezes, marvel at a sandy shore. Our crystal sparkling waters, bet you can ask for more. St. Thomas, St. Paul, St. John, next door to the PDI. Filled up with fascination, your interest will satisfy. Some people they try to top us, but man they just cannot. I suggest you come and join us, because the VI hot. Hey. Put up your hand them high. Hold that you from the VI. Wave your flags up in the sky. Show them we run this party. Show them we rule this step. Show them we have energy. Tired man will never get VI. We leave these islands all over the world we roam. When it comes to carnival time, be ready to come back home. To eat boiled fish and fungi, cherry and torments too. To drink passion fruit and morbi, sea moss to name a few. We have to catch up the Juve, jump up behind Jamban. We have to be in the parade, jumping with just action. We have to swim Maidens Bay, Cookie Point and Vess up too. We have to visit St. John, somewhere we have to do. St. Paul is our biggest beauty, historic sites galore. I suggest you come and join us, come down and take a tour.
T.A.
This is Adler Fonsi down the store, your host of a new program that is coming, Connecting the Dots, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Monday morning on WSDA, the station of choice. 1340 on the dial. Again, Adler Fonsi down the store, Connecting the Dots. 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. every Monday morning on none other than WSDA, Lucky 13.
Please log into your mobile phone, television, computer for live streaming or your nearest radio. It's now time to listen to Connecting the Dots. People come, let we go. Turn up the radio. This is the people show. No matter where we go. Connecting people, we all love you. We are here for you. Connecting people. People come, let we go. Turn up the radio. This is the people show. No matter where we go. Connect the dots.
Good morning. This is Adler Fonsi down the store here live at WSDA. The usual time, the top of the 10 o'clock hour. Here at WSDA, as I said, Lucky 13. It's a beautiful morning. I just wanted to say happy Easter Monday to each and every one of you. And I'm quite sure that you know the significance of Easter Monday. Easter Monday, which comes after, you say, what is Easter Monday? People ask. And the significance of it holds a religious significance for Christians, as it follows Easter Sunday, the day Jesus Christ was resurrected, following his crucifixion on Good Friday. So I want to say happy Easter Sunday to start it out. I just want to do some updates here, extend condolences to the following families, and who are I consider to be very dear friends. That is Monique Augustus, Vera L. Peterson, and Judy Nagelberg, and many of you know Judy. A very striking personality, very lovely person. Engage a total stranger. And these folks, you know, we're losing so much good people. So I just wanted to extend my condolences to each and every one of the families this morning. Where are we on vaccinations? That's going to be a question that is coming up because, you know, I've heard on the news this past weekend where it was mentioned that something about there's going to be a third vaccination after 6 months. So you have a lot of people out there who have already subscribed to the vaccinations. Some is two dose. I'm not sure the Johnson & Johnson have arrived on our shores as yet, but I haven't heard of anyone locally that have taken the Johnson & Johnson vaccination as yet. But this thing about a booster now, a booster after 6 months or after a year of having the two, someone needs to clarify this, because a lot of people are under the impression that they already took the two vaccines or the two dose vaccination and there's nothing else to take and that we're protected. Yeah, we believe we're protected. But where does the third dose come in, the third vaccination that they're now talking about? It's going to be a booster. I know some people are going to be extremely alarmed to discover that they have to take a third shot, almost like you're traveling out of the country, and it's required to take several vaccinations to go into certain countries. That has to be of concern to many people. Anyway, moving on, updates. Aliyah Boston. You guys have heard me talk about Aliyah Boston, this phenomena, this tremendous athlete hailing from the Virgin Islands. And this past weekend, Aliyah fell a little short, or her team fell a little short, and the weight that was placed on her shoulder, I can't even imagine, you know, that game winner. And they fell a little short, but they had a tremendous season. And for many of you Virgin Islanders out there, if you can find a way to reach out and encourage that young lady, that phenomenon, that tremendous athlete, I think you should do it, because it's important that we uplift them. She in particular is an ambassador for the Virgin Islands. Every time you hear them talk about her, you hear them mention the U.S. Virgin Islands is where she hails from. She's had a tremendous season. If I was to list all the awards, the many recognitions, she's so huge in South Carolina. She's an icon in South Carolina, only in her sophomore year. And to think that she was able to achieve, again, I believe, the Lisa Leslie Award for power forward or center, and what she have been able to accomplish, you know, even in that game that they lost, she had 16 rebounds in that game, hard rebounds. And what I would like to do is just to play a caption of her coach that has so much respect for her, but really appreciate her contributions on the court and what she does for the team. So I'm going to play for you what that coach said about Aliyah Boston.
Our next question will come from Joe. Joe, go ahead.
This is Joe Gorcha from WIS TV in Colombia. Congrats, Dawn, on a great season. I know this isn't how you wanted it to end. Just looking ahead to next season, tonight with Aliyah in some foul trouble, Stanford outscored you guys by 14 when she was on the bench. Just looking ahead, what do you feel needs to go differently in the offseason to make sure there's not that much of a gap difference if Boston has to sit some minutes in games like this?
I mean, we're not going to anticipate her sitting like this. I mean, she's not one that gets herself into foul trouble. I do feel like Aliyah Boston is one of the best players in our game, and she should be able to be on the floor for as long as it takes for us to play games. That's one. Two, I mean, we have to crowd her space a little bit more. She's got to work a little bit better in double and triple teams. You know, but I'm proud of her. I mean, she improved, and it's hard to see when great players improve, but you saw that over year one and year two. We'll continue to get better. I mean, this experience has been great. We got some young guns coming in that will help us. And I told our team, hopefully in the future we can be on the other side of this emotion.
Our next question comes from Cam. Cam, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, this is Cam Gaskins with ABC Columbia. You've told us a couple times this season how hard Aaliyah is on herself after losses. So when you see her having that chance and that shot not going in, you see the emotion and the pain on her face. What do you say to her in a moment like that?
I mean, it's tough because it's real personal to her. I mean, it sticks with her. I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of the game. One or two moments like that don't define who she is as a player. So I hope that she'll get over it. She won't for a long time, but for what she gives us, she had 16 rebounds. I mean, 16 tough rebounds. And when she was crowded all night, they schemed for her. They had a game plan for Aaliyah Boston when she was on the floor. And when she's off the floor, it gives a team a huge advantage. And we had to sub her in and out at the end of the basketball game in the fourth quarter. And, when she was in there, she gave us an opportunity to close the gap and win the game. An attempt to win.
Well, folks, that was Aaliyah Boston's South Carolina coach that actually provided those comments about Aaliyah Boston, a Virgin Islander that is being talked about so highly. And, I just wanted to play that caption because this young lady is making waves in the world of female basketball. And it's no doubt that she's going to land in the WNBA and be a professional basketball player, female basketball player. And this morning, what we're talking about is we're going to talk and get into the sports. And I want to go straight to the line so you can hear, so I can hear comments from each and every one of you. Good morning, you're on the air. Connect the dots.
Good morning, former Senator Donny. So this is Esme Carwood.
Yes, good morning, Esme. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Your father is okay, I guess. What I want to say, it is so emotional to hear you speaking about Aaliyah.
Yeah.
And I just called her mother not too long. I can't give her number out to the public, but I spoke to Cleon earlier, about 20 minutes ago, and she didn't answer, but I know she's going to call me back. We go to the same church, St. Andrews.
Yeah.
Father Katie and all the members always, we get up in church and we all pray for Aaliyah and her sister.
Yeah.
And it's very nice of you hearing it come from a man that we should be very, not proud of her alone, but try to reach out to the family members. And I think that's a good idea. Whoever have Cleon number should call her. And I called her and told her that you are trying to promote the young lady. And I'm very, very happy to hear that. And I'll tell her we go to church every Sunday, so I'll see her on Sunday. And I'll continue calling her. Maybe a couple other people can call the station because I love her very much. They're very close to me.
Okay, great. Yeah. And thank you. And if I may share the story with you. I don't know if you remember Mr. Myron Corbett.
Yeah.
Okay, Myron was the one that introduced me to her many years ago. But there was also another gentleman that I think may have provided some advice to them, which is, I don't know if you know who's Carl Crump. Okay, Carl Crump is, it's interesting because I'm going to be talking about many athletes that have made tremendous strides and made, were legends in different places that hail from the Virgin Islands. Carl Crump, and I joke about it with him, and I'm expecting him to call in this morning, hopefully. But Carl Crump came from Savannah. So I often make these comments because it's almost like individuals that we don't hear about, we rarely speak about, but the little influence that he has had on Aliyah also. You know, I remembered when she was so young that both of them, Myron Corbett and Carl Crump, actually said to me, this girl, this young lady is destined for great things. And that was at a tournament they had down at UVI before she was really on that next level. And I just wanted to say to them that they obviously had an eye for that, and they were able to determine that a young lady was going to rise and be one of the best players throughout the the collegiate female basketball. And Virgin Islanders need to pay close attention, recognize her for the accomplishments, because after all, she is the consummate ambassador for the Virgin Islands.
My nephew too, he is in charge of the the department at CAHS.
Yeah.
Lionel Gabby Gums. That's my
Gabby's a good friend. Yeah.
And he speaks a lot about Mr. Corbett and all the people that do well.
Yeah. Well, I have a list of Virgin Islanders here. It's a table of contents that I got, and I wanted to give credit to a gentleman by the name of Rico Conero. Rico have accumulated this list of Virgin Islanders who have, you know, become professional athletes on that professional level, from the MLB, Major League Baseball, to NBA, you name it. But they've all served as ambassadors, and what I'm trying to have a discussion about this morning, it's whether or not the local government has really participated in honing the talent of our local athletes, and that's going to be the subject this morning.
I think that we have a lot of names, and I'm going to encourage him.
Okay, he can call the line. The lines are open already. Okay, thanks.
God bless you. Happy Easter.
Same to you. Thanks for calling. Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, and I know the lines are going to start lighting up. People are calling already. Let me go to the line. Okay, that person hung up. But anyway, I wanted this Carl Crump, and I wonder if he's listening to me, if anyone knows him, you know, to call him and ask him to call in, because I want to share with you some of his background. Crump played basketball at Savannah State from 1965 to 1969 and averaged 25.6 points a game. During his career, he scored 40 points on 8 occasions and scored 36 points against Armstrong State College, now Armstrong Atlantic State University. Crump made the All-Southern Athletic Conference team in 1965 and 66. SSU also won the SEAC championship in 1965 and 1966. He served as a graduate assistant or assistant coach at SSU during the 1970 season, and the Tigers won the SIAC tournament championship in their first year in the conference. The 1970 SSU graduate, currently he lives in Bronx, New York, and is a retired educator and boys basketball coach. He hails from the Virgin Islands. And just to add some humor to it, you know, I turned to him and I said, do you realize you went from Savannah to Savannah? From Savannah, yes, Savannah, U.S. Virgin Islands, to Savannah. And Carl Crump is known throughout New York, but ladies and gentlemen, he also was inducted into the Savannah Hall of Fame. And while I'm talking about him, to pivot a little over even to one of my favorite players growing up, was a guy that they call Will Never Peterson. But let me go to the line and open up the line before I start expanding this list of athletes. Good morning, you're on the air. Connect the dots.
Good morning, Doctor. Good morning.
Morning.
Let me congratulate this young lady. I don't know the young lady, but whenever I hear about sports and someone is doing good for the Virgin Islands or any country, we have to appreciate them.
Oh yeah.
What a first step with the amount of years and with the better stuff. we do nothing for sports in the Virgin Islands. The sports in the Virgin Islands is very, very poor. No proper organization, nothing at all. And sports is what connects you together as a people. Sports is what is going to tell a young man or a young woman who is she or her enemy out there. Okay? Basketball, just name it. I am not seeing no vibes. When I used to listen, when I came here, a couple of years back, well, Southern used to have basketball league.
Yeah.
Long Spring used to have basketball league.
Yeah.
You know what came used to have good basketball league? And you know what it is? It vanished away and it's crying.
And I fully...
Virgin Islands vanish away. I am sad about this beautiful country, beautiful island, lovely people. People in authority need to put more emphasis towards sports. Get our young children off the crowd and stuff like that. But there is nothing put in place. We have not a proper playing field. We have no cricket. We have no football. We have no soccer. We have nothing at all. So we could go and see and watch a nice game, get chat with the family, take out the children and nothing at all. That's how the Virgin Islands is. Because them dry down the drain. I am saddened by that. Everything is not about money. And what can be you need sports. We need sports in the Virgin Islands. First of all, we need a proper playing field. We need a proper stadium. That is never very good. Or it needs to be uplifted. It needs to be pent up. Put nice seats. Let us do something, people. It's not always about politics and government and this. We are the government and but nothing happening to our sports. But that young lady is going to raise the Virgin Island news. Believe me.
Well, she already
have to show more interest in our young people.
She already has, and you know, God bless her, because her personality and just the character and the sportsmanship that she's actually displaying on the court, it speaks volumes. And I mean when I say speak volumes, it based on her bringing her coming out to the Virgin Islands and actually promoting the Virgin Islands in so many instances, along with her personality and character, only but brings us positive publicity. And this is why I brought the subject up this morning, to speak about the relationship between government and the athletic program, athletes period, because we want to help to shape them, to hone their talent, that when they get to wherever they go to and when they achieve a level of success, that they feel compelled to give back and come back and just contribute as much as they can to their community, what they recognize as their community. So that's why
you are absolutely right.
Yeah,
you
so
are absolutely right.
But we have
you know, and before we go, you know what sports can bring for this Virgin Island? Better growth, more money, everything. So we need a proper playing field for cricket, soccer, just name it. Where we can go and work with our family and go there. Anyway, that is your program, very good program indeed.
Okay.
I wish the young lady well and our entire family and the Virgin Islands as a whole.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling. Yeah, that's, you know, folks are passionate about this, and I can tell you, I remember from a gentleman named, God rest his soul, Sustain VLA. Sustain VLA actually shared with me that he enjoyed playing cricket. He actually played cricket way back in the years, and cricket was just as prominent or just as popular as even baseball. Baseball became more popular over the years because it was considered an American sport, but cricket has been in existence for a long time as well. Let me go to the phone. Good morning, you're on the air, connect to that.
Okay, then good morning, connecting that. You're so right with this game, because a couple of weeks ago my grandson said, Grandma, I'm so bored that not even a place that we could even go through in the bar.
Yeah.
So bored, yeah. And my son used to play baseball too.
Yeah,
in the little league, and it's so bored that nowhere else for them to go to play.
I know.
That's why they get themselves in all kind of things. Yeah. But there's it to do, but make mischief. Yeah.
Well, hopefully after this COVID, we get it totally under control, and we could return to some normalcy. Hopefully, and I say hopefully, that the government would assume a more active role in encouraging them, because I can tell you, growing up, I played BD, I played basketball, you know, I played baseball, and it was so good to see how we were able to interact in different neighborhoods with the intermediate basketball, and we were able new Tutu were able to play against Old Tutu. If Old Tutu, the two of them were combined, we played against West, and it went, you know, Nada. We were able to go over Nada court. They played on their home court, but it was so great to see parents interacting. And of course, you will always have your little setbacks with those type of things, but it should not detour us from creating a platform for these young people to display their talent and to in fact grow in their respective sports.
Yeah, okay.
But thanks for calling, okay?
Okay then, thank you.
Okay, thank you. You as well. Yes, you know, and I want to just go down the list because I reached out to Holman Harley. How many of you know Holman Harley? How many of you know Kevin Shepard and St. Croix? Bro, or Bow. You know, these guys are tremendous basketball players, represented the Virgin Islands. And I believe like Kevin Shepard went as far as to play in the pros. Was it Iran? I think it was in Iran. He actually played in the pros. Folks appreciating Virgin Islanders with great talent. I'm hoping to hear from some of them this morning. And I want to pose a question this morning. Let me see if you guys listening and you know a little bit of the basketball history. Mr. Peterson, Will Peterson, they called him Never. Can anyone tell me what are the 2 reasons? You have a $50 gift certificate if you could tell me this. Never. Where was that name derived from? What are the 2 reasons they came up with Never? What it represents? If you could answer that question for me, please call in and share with us where did he get that nickname Never from. But you know, folks, going back in history, when you go back in history, let's start with Major League Baseball. Valmy Thomas, Joe Christopher, Alvin McBean, Elmo Plaskett, Julio Navarro, Horace Clark, Elrod Hendricks, Jose Morales, Henry Cruz, Jerry Brown, Madrick Cummins, Calvin Pickering, Calix Crabb, Akil Morris, Jabari Blash, Jahil Cotton. Let me go to another telephone call and I'll be reading them out, just paying them tribute and recognition. Good morning, you're on the air, Connect the Dots.
Never pass and never miss.
Somebody called you or give you that one. Who did?
No.
Go ahead.
Never pass and never miss.
You're absolutely correct, sir. And who am I speaking to?
The group.
Well, you...
Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, you reach out to me here at the station, okay? And you're absolutely correct. Never pass and never miss. And I remember when he went to Puerto Rico and he competed against the likes of Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, Isaiah scored his points. But Peterson didn't fall short either. He was on full display. Whether or not that name carried over, a lot of us folks have still appreciated his talent that he had. Never pass, never miss. So thank you for calling and clarifying that. You know your history.
That's it.
And don't forget to reach out to the station, okay?
Alright, I'll be in a few minutes.
Okay, I want to see. Looking forward to seeing you.
Alright, buddy.
Thank you. Yeah, folks. Never pass, never miss. And moving along, Major League Baseball. You know, you got Cos Govern. I mean, we're going back into the 1800s from St. Croix. Lionel Richards, Alfonso, Gerard, Tom Johnson, Steve Daniel, our very own Dennis Brow right there at Public Works, Kenny Jackson, Elton Maynard, Roberto Smalls, Roy Hodge, Lincoln Gums, Jeff Clark, Louis Martinez, Jackie Ross, Casey Hendricks, Kevin King, Geronimo Newton, Kimani Newton, Jason Clark, Terry Byron. Let me go to another call. Oh, the call disconnected, but we go ahead. Mamba Rivera, Sergio Morales, Deshaun Brooks, Jermaine Cotton, Deshaun Lake, Richard White, Maker Zapata. I mean, it's such a long list of folks that came out of Virgin Islands and served as ambassadors. Good morning, you on the air, Connect the Dots.
Don't forget Jabari Bruno.
Which one?
Jabari.
Yeah, get into all of them. I still ain't finished this list.
Okay, you're the beast, man. You're the beast.
Yes, I know.
That's okay.
Yes, I know.
Yo, good program, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Thanks for calling. You have anything you want to say about just anyone or baseball in particular? I mean, sports. Athletics here in the Virgin Islands? Okay, I think he hung up. Anyway, thanks to the caller. Yeah, but just going down that list, you know, you have, and I'm going, National Football League. Jeff Faulkner, Reynaldo Turnbull, Ivan Sessa, Quentin Coriat, Mike Evans, Joe Aska, Andre Wadsworth, Hamin Milligan, Hanik Milligan, Abdul Hajj, Linval Joseph, Joanne Thompson. Those are people that made it to the NFL. Morning, you're on the air, Connect the Dots.
Yes, good morning, Ponzi.
Yeah, good morning.
I told them you recognize the voice. This is Never.
Hey, Never.
What's going on?
Listen, thanks for calling. Good morning to you, Never. And you know, there's a lot of folks out there that really appreciated what you brought on the court and off the court here in the Virgin Islands. And so great to see that you return back to your homeland and willing to give back. But I want to congratulate you. I understand that you've been inducted into the Laurenberg Hall of Fame. Congratulations. And if you want to address the public, you're on the air. People, folks are listening.
Right, you know, I'm just calling in because I think the program that you have is a real interesting program, and it's good for us to tune in and see what the Borderlands is really all about and what's going on as far as athletically, and the children being able, or I should say youth, are being able to go up and, you know, further the education elsewhere. But in reference to athletics down there, you know, we have some people that, you know, went abroad to do certain things so they could come back and represent their hometown. But right now, this is not happening, and I really don't know where the breakdown went with Virgin Islands athletics, but I am very disappointed with the way that it's being handled down there with reaching out to our youth and trying to get them to move forward and be productive in our community. But right now that's not happening, and we need to do something about it. We really need to do something about it because all children are right now falling short. They're falling short because of the people that is in the higher authority is not doing, and I'm not going to say that they're not doing the right thing, they're not doing more to represent our youth and give them that opportunity to be educated and come back to the Virgin Islands and give back in the way we're supposed to. And I think something needs to be done. Something needs to be done at that. I'm very disappointed after leaving the Virgin Islands for almost 20 years to come back to represent the Virgin Islands. And then there is nothing to the people that go and come back to the Virgin Islands to say, well, I want to get back to my community. How can I do it? And now when you try to do it, it's like nothing there for them. And I could contest to that because I am a part of that system that happened. So we need to clean it up. I'm not going to dwell on that, but right now, we have youth in the Virgin Islands that need our help, and we have to reach out to them. We need to have the people in the higher community to go to the different neighborhoods and talk to people about it. Just talk, say, what can we do to help in our community? And if you have people that cannot go to those communities, it's not going to get done for you. You need people who can go to this community and be able to communicate and understand the different backgrounds that's going on in the community. So this is the thing that we need to look at. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just trying to say we need to do better.
And would you agree that basketball or the fundamentals in any sport, just the participation instills a high level of discipline?
Yes, when you play any type of sport, it's not necessarily basketball alone. You have to have some type of discipline, and that discipline comes from, parents, people that in our community that could do something to help. They have to come from them. Because you got to remember, they're looking for our guidance. These youths are looking for our guidance to find out how can they get to either where you are going to or where you can. We need people in our community to step up and help. It don't have to be about money all the time. It don't have to be about money. We need to come and do something free for the community and say, look, right now we have a pandemic going on, and this is something that we need to do in our community. Go on and do something for them. It is not about us anymore, because right now we have done and we're moving on in our life. These young ones is the future, and we need to deal with them, and we need to do it now.
And I fully agree with you.
And you wonder how come all our youth have these type of problems with guns and this and that. That is the reason. They have nothing to do down there. And when I came there from after 20 years moving back home, and I saw what was going on, I couldn't believe it. I was like, what happened? We used to have things like, we have youth commission coming into the community. Youth commission is gone now. But we could build other things to accommodate that. There's nothing, when you hear me speaking right now, it's about, I'm kind of frustrated. People in the different places that could do something and is not doing it. I am very frustrated about that something. Because you have children, I have children, we have other people with children, and we know that we could help, but they're not getting the help because of people in the higher up, and I got to keep saying that. It's not happening. It seems like they're more concerned about them, and this. I mean, when you go into a situation like that, you got to look at the whole picture. Not just, well, he's from the Northern Island, that he's going to get this, and no, you got to look at what this person can do. What can they do to help the situation in our community right now? What can we do? And I'm talking about now.
And just to add,
I know I have all the accolades that I really appreciate, all that stuff, but it's not good for me if I can't take that and do for someone else that is coming behind me. And that's what really hurts me a whole lot. I cannot do nothing for them because I'm not in a position to do anything for them. I was when I first came home. I was in a position to help a lot of youth. But right now, time is just elapsing on that. So you can take it from there, how it is, but we need to do something. And it's about the youth. Not about the grown-up people, it's about the youth that are coming behind us, Well, let's teach them, we have people in government. Well, let's teach our youth, you could use it to athletics to listen. If you want to become something in life, these are the things that you have to do, and that's how we need our leadership to step in and do it.
Well, I truly, just like a lot of Virgin Islanders, really appreciate your comments, your sentiments. And I will say this to you, with the exception, and I must recognize Timmy Duncan. Timmy Duncan may not have left after Hurricane Hugo, 1989, went out to achieve many levels of success. And he comes back home to give back in a big way. And we could only appreciate him. I don't believe that, and this is where the relationships come in, and the bonds. If we fail as a government to establish bonds and relationships with these athletes, they're not going to feel a sense of nationality in wanting to give back. And I truly believe that we're missing the boat, because sports and entertainment tourism. Now, I'm not only talking about sports, talking about singers, instruments, you name it, becoming successful in different disciplines. If we don't establish a relationship with them, they're not going to feel the love and compelled to come back to give back. So if we don't rethink this thing, retool things, reshape things, and start to really reach out to our local athletes, we're going to miss the boat again.
Right. We will miss the boat, and like you say, you're hitting an important thing right there. It starts with our government.
Yeah.
It starts with our government. So,
well,
I mean, this is a very good talk. So when I heard the talk show, like, what? They are the talk show. Let me tune in.
Well, I
think I can voice my opinion, or even if I touch someone that is, you don't really want to do something, that's good. It's about the youth. It's not about me, or it's not about the high-ups in government and stuff. It's about all the youth that is coming up in the society right now. We need to teach them that these are the things you have to do. You have to have discipline. You have to do certain things to be successful. And these are the things that we have to look at.
Yeah.
And it's not just about athletics, it's about our children that get education.
Yes,
and
correct.
Education I'm talking about.
But you see, but you know how I tie them? Understand that a kid that have a passion for a sport, if it's tied to academics, and that kid has to maintain a certain grade point average in order to participate in that sport, what you have done is tie them, and that is going to what? Force or encourage that young person to indulge in their academics as well, because they want to feel their passion.
Because without academics, you're not going to go anywhere without that.
Exactly. And that's why.
For my education, you know, I realize there's more beyond being an athlete. You have to learn how to deal with people. You have to learn how to talk to people, and that way you get their attention.
Yeah.
And you get these things from the. Sometimes it's so frustrating for me to talk about it, but I have to talk about it now, because when you came and I'm hearing you on this show, I say, yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. This is the one I've been looking for a while. So I can voice my opinion. You know, let them know we need to do something. We need to really.
Definitely, and I think that if we fail to really understand the value of this, I'm talking about the athletic programs, that we start to, and we fail to build on it, or we fail to establish the necessary platforms, we're going to allow for a lot of talent to fall through the cracks. Because sports and entertainment tourism is going to be critical to building any economy. So they play a pivotal role. But I want to thank you so much, Neva, William, Neva Peterson, for calling in. And I'm sure a lot of other Virgin Islanders have a lot of memories of when you stood on that court. I don't want to get into calling all types of different names, but definitely there's certain players that left an impression with me because of the level of their talent and what they stood for. And you are one of them. And I want to thank you for the memories, and thank you for what you're doing currently. Continue to push on. Brother, there's going to be brighter days. And I firmly believe that. So thank you.
I try to go in different neighborhoods, talk to different athletes, and reach out to them about certain things. But I mean, we need government to step in.
Yeah.
Step in and do something for the people that need it.
Well, I know Calvert right down at Sports Parks and Recreation is trying his best. I need to be commended for a lot of his initiatives. I could only hope they give him a lot more money to be able to spread out into the different programs. If we could get the inter-neighborhood leagues going again, that could really produce a lot of candidates out of the Virgin Islands to make it to that national level.
And once again, I'm going to mention this, Santi. You have to have the people that are willing and can go into the different neighborhoods. I mean, and speak to the people. And that's what I'm talking about. You have to speak to people. How to speak to the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is a key to our success. How you talk to people is where you will get back out of them.
Yeah. And you know, it definitely would give us an opportunity to start building bridges. And when I say building bridges between different communities. You realize that, because there's communities right now that just don't get along because they really don't know each other in the different communities. They don't know. And
how they would know with all the community. And let them know, hey, we got something here for y'all. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. Put down your guns and let's go and do something positive.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, and that was going on right now. I'm very disappointed when I came back to the Virgin Islands and nothing for you. So, I wanted to do something, but in order for you to do that type of thing, you have to be in a position to do it. So,
well, thanks for everything that you do, Neva. And I can only encourage you, continue to do what you're doing. Continue to push on, continue to do more if you can. But I'm definitely sure that a lot of people appreciate it.
Well, I still think in my community, you know, in-house, so to speak, for the people in the community, and you go in-house where I'm at, and they'll tell you, Neva, he definitely is for us.
Yeah.
And it's not about my community alone. I don't want to refer to the other communities, but like you say, you need government, you need government, you need government help, you need government involvement. These things got to be done where Sunday, we're going to keep falling short.
Yeah.
We're going to keep falling short.
Yeah. Well, Neva, again, thanks for calling. The people really appreciate hearing from you and hearing your comments.
That's so I want to thank you. This conversation. I think we need it, and right now it's been done. So.
Okay. Well, thanks, and I look forward to seeing you in the community. Okay?
All right.
All right. You have a great day, and thanks again, and congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Thank you. Like I say, the congratulations is fine.
Yeah.
And all the different accolades is a good thing, but I don't feel deserving because there's nothing I can do. Like my hands are tied to help our youth. You know, anyhow. I'm not going to do anything.
Okay. Yeah, other people are calling in. Okay, you take care and thanks for calling again. Okay, have a great day, blessed day. Okay. Yeah, folks, let me go to the lines because we have people calling in. Good morning, you're on the air, connect the dots.
Hey, good morning, bro. How are you?
I'm great. How you doing, bro?
I am great. This is Mr. Shepherd.
Hey, Kevin. What's up? Morning. I'm sorry that the lines were held up. I just had, and this is Kevin Shepherd, folks, from St. Croix, that is calling in. Kevin, what do you want me to refer to you as? T-Gun? Okay, Coach T. Well, thanks for calling in. We just had Neva on the phone. You know, what we're discussing this morning is about the relationship, the bonds, relationships that the government really have with these athletes, whether or not they're properly or they're engaging in helping to hone the talent of local athletes. But you know, I know that, and I mentioned your name earlier, that you were playing in, is it Iran?
Yeah, I was about the last place I thought was Iran. I actually did a movie from the studio on Paramount.
Yeah.
People Google it, you can see the Iran job. It's a movie that HBO did when I went to Iran my last year.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good movie. People can Google it and probably watch that on YouTube.
And I know you played on the national team several years, right? Several tournaments.
I was in 40 years. And
wow.
I got 5 gold medals, 4 silver medals, and 3 bronze representing Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So, you know, I put in my time representing the Virgin Islands very well.
You certainly did, because I've seen some of the games that you played in. And you know, I want to ask you this morning because there's life after, and this is where I was discussing with Peterson about academics and sports and how do you marry them. And I was indicating that most of the institutions require that the athletes achieve a certain level, a certain grade point average, in order to remain or be eligible to play on that sports team. Now, skipping over, talking about the academics, is it? I heard that you wrote a book.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I came out with a book. I got published. It's called The Mentality of a Pro. And, first of all, I like to say, man, I watch Aaliyah play and my heart just dropped because, not because she missed the shot, but I've been there. And that's one of the moments a lot of people don't get to see for athletes. And I was so, man, my heart just sunk when she missed that layup. But she played very well. And that moment is actually going to help her because you need moments like that to give you that drive to push toward perfection.
Yeah.
And I think a moment like that is only going to make her stronger because people really don't care about the good you do when you play on the professional level.
Yeah.
They only look at it when you fall. So that's just going to give her the motivation to just keep working harder, keep putting in more time in the gym. And I wish her all the best, man. But I was extremely proud. I was extremely, extremely proud of that. So Aaliyah and the family, man, just keep going strong.
Yeah. Well, I'm quite sure the family would appreciate it coming from you guys. You know, Peterson was just on. I've reached out to a number of people that I know played on that professional level basketball, have really achieved certain milestones in their respective careers, which includes yourself. And I'm happy that you took the time out to call in this morning to greet the folks. And by the way, how do folks order your book?
Right now, you can pretty much go on our website. I have a website, KevinCoachTShepherd.com. And you can order KevinCoachTShepherd.com, SHEPPARD.com.
Okay.
And you can pretty much go online and order the book, and it will come straight from the publisher to you.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to order the book. If the book come in time, I'm going to read the book, and I'm going to take some quotes and put it here on the air, depending on when I'm able to get the book and read the book and share it with the public, because I think that's awesome. That's awesome that you've been able to really, do a book, write a book, and actually provide your insight into the sports and what's required to be a successful professional athlete. In this vein, a professional basketball player. But I want to commend you, hailing from St. Croix, what you have been able to accomplish in this respective area. And I know that you give back on the island of St. Croix with the tournaments that you hold, with the people that you coach, with the young men, and I believe women that you provide advice to, and continue to do what you do, because I'm sure that it's an invaluable contribution that you're making to be able to come back and give back.
Definitely, I appreciate that. I mean, growing up in St. Croix, we had so many leads, just like Neville mentioned, and it was just my duty. It's nothing in terms of getting praised by running all the summer leads and all the stuff I do in St. Croix and still coaching some of the youths.
Yeah.
But all of us as athletes growing up in the Virgin Islands have a responsibility to come back and give back because someone gave the time for us. So we can have the opportunity to make it to the next level. And it's only fair that we should come back and give back to the future generation of future Virgin Islanders so that we can continue the process. And I think a lot of stuff that Neville mentioned I really love in terms of we have dropped the ball, especially in sports, park, and recreation, in terms of government funding.
Yeah.
it's poorly funded, even though you have very good leadership, because Commissioner White is really one of the top commissioners we have in the Virgin Islands in terms of sport.
Yeah.
And he's done an excellent job. But, you know, the department need a lot of help in terms of funding, in terms of facilities, in terms of manpower. And we really need to take a hard look in terms of how we're going to develop our future generation athletes by putting money, you know, pretty much where we stand. So we are rich with talent. There's no doubt about it. I've played all over the world. I can call out 50 countries I've played in.
Yeah.
And still today, I still believe Virgin Islands still have so many talents that just went down pretty much the wayside that could have easily become professional athletes.
Well, we appreciate you sharing your sentiments with the public appreciates it. Of course, being the conduit here, connect the dots. It's just simply in connecting the dots where government should play a bigger role in cultivating the talent here in the U.S. Virgin Islands. And, you know, we applaud you for the limited resources that you probably have available to you with the programs that you embark on in trying to reach the young people here in the community. So thank you, sir. And I look forward to reading your book.
Well, definitely, I appreciate you. And anytime you need me to come in and talk about the book, it's called The Mentality of a Pro. And it's pretty much about my experience when I became a professional. You know, sometimes many people think that you see LeBron James and Kobe Bryant and they have everything made. But it's a world within a world, and the book is just going to take you within that world to let you know it's not as easy as it looks.
Well, that's going to be a future program. So look out for my call. I'm going to reach out to you so you could come and, you know, discuss your book and your experiences and share it with the public. So I'll reach out to you and try to confirm a date. But thank you for calling in this morning.
Thank you very much, and God bless the Virgin Islands.
Okay. God bless you and your family. Yes, that was Kevin Teagan Shepherd, hailing from the island of St. Croix. I just wanted to thank him for calling in this morning and just sharing with the public. And he wrote a book. I'm looking forward to reading this book and reading the quotes and reading all the suggestions based on his experiences. The Mentality of a Pro. That's the title of the book. Here and folks, this is Connect the Dots every morning from 10 to 11 a.m. You're welcome to call in. So I go to the lines for another caller. Good morning. You're on the air. Connect the Dots.
Good morning, Bannister. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. This is Fraser.
Hey.
I was supposed to call this morning after hearing Never. I couldn't resist. I had to call after hearing Never.
Yeah.
I want to say congratulations to him. And it was bittersweet listening to him because we who live here, we know exactly what he's talking about the deficiencies of this government supporting the athletes then. Also, I'd like to say a big kudos to Aliyah Boston. All of us are grateful and appreciate everything she has done, placing us on the map once again.
Yeah.
But Senator Bannister, I had an opportunity to listen to a session where General Saul was questioning the athletic department and their deficiencies, and it was rather difficult listening to it.
Yeah.
And something that left a bitter pill in my mouth was back in 2010. My sister, I don't know if you remember my baby sister, Venice Fraser.
Of course.
Venice played 3 sports for Hampton University: basketball, volleyball, and softball. She was given an athletic scholarship when she graduated from Eudora Ken. She went to Hampton Institute at the time. It's now Hampton University. In 2010, she was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. I, as the big sister on island, I made contact with Government House at the time and let them know what was happening so that at least they could have represent. If they couldn't send a representative, then they could have at least put something in the booklet. So I started doing this like maybe a month ahead of time.
Yeah.
So we could have at least gotten something in the booklet from the government of the Virgin Islands. I was assured by Government House that this was done. Okay? And when I got there with my mother to the event, and we got the booklet, believe it or not, there was nothing from the Virgin Islands government in that booklet. So everything just went, you know, I said left a better pill in my sister's mouth, you know, but we still moving on because all of us, we came from a family of athletes. We all of us come from Person Garden, we all know each other. But if this government don't pick up the ball and run with it, the athletes them going to fall behind and we losing a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know, so I just had to call him because I heard never, and I want to say good morning to him too. I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Yeah. Well, good. Thank you for calling.
All right, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right.
You have a blessed day. Yeah, folks are getting a little frustrated with just the lack of indulgence, lack of participation, lack of support in many different respects, and we've got to change that paradigm. You know, we really have to look at sports and look at just the strides that it can make, the ways that it can reach out into communities, and really, you know, start honing the talent of these young athletes, because I think it's gonna go a long way. Let's go to another call. Good morning, you're on the air. Connect the dots.
Yeah, then I start a call back again.
Yeah.
You know right about now as we speak, right?
Uh-huh.
You have 2 Virgin Islanders born here playing for the West Indies cricket team.
Yeah.
Jama Hamilton is one. He's a wicketkeeper.
Yeah.
I mean, he raised in St. Let me say that. But he's a bowler.
Yeah.
So that and what I'm saying, he's from the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
So that again, we no one knows. You understand? So we have 2 young guys playing for the West Indies cricket team now, born in the Virgin Islands. But the only problem is that they raised, one was in St. Kitts, one was in Antigua. And don't forget, horse racing is part of sports too. What is wrong with the horse track? I don't get me wrong now, you know. What is wrong with the horse track? What is wrong with a drag racing?
I got 2 minutes left on the program, and I that's going to be a separate discussion. You know, that has to be a separate discussion.
No problem.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Yeah, man.
Well, folks, just to read out some of the lists, it's National Basketball Association, and paying them tribute, recognizing them for their contributions and what they have stood for. You had Butch Lee, Charles Claxton, of course our own, the Timmy Duncan, who's going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, I believe this May, coming. Raja Bell, who was one of my favorite players when it comes to defense. Raja Bell. David Vanterpool, pro basketball, non-NBA. Ron Charles, Milt Newton, Leon Tremington, and of course we just spoke to him hailing from St. Croix, Kevin Shepard. And then you got horse racing jockeys. You got Julio Felix, Kevin Krieger, Victor LeBron. You go right down the red, professional boxing. You got Peter Jackson, Emil Griffith, Sugar Ray Seals, Livingston Bramble, Julian Jackson, women's professional sports, Megan Hodge, Tajama Abraham, the Olympics, and you guys know the Olympics are people with 1 gold medal that we forget, starting with the sailing, Peter Holmberg, Fermin Conero for boxing, Laverne Jones, Flora Hyacinthe, Jala Richards, Cuthbert Victor, Daryl Homer, Ruth Morris, Seba Johnson, Jasmine Campbell. Honorable mention, Levi Bow, Ray Hodge, Glenn Williams, Holman Harley, Venice Frazier, Tomby Bell, Kevin Clemens, Gabriel Reese, Domingo Santana, Jason Lagenlia, Joshua James, Zale Two-Time, Hannah Davis, Lakia Fret, Earl Liebert. Folks, we had so many tremendous athletes from the Virgin Islands, hailing from the Virgin Islands, that did a tremendous job representing the Virgin Islands as ambassador. And we always want them to come back and give back. But as a government, we have to embrace them. We have to hone them. We have to support them. We have to provide them with the tools and the resources that they need to really succeed. So, folks, we're down to the end of the hour. It's 11:01. I want to recognize my 2 sponsors and then, of course, close out the program. So I just want to say have a blessed Monday and have a productive week. God bless each and every one of you. And to the sponsors, I want to thank them for supporting this program. Day in. It's First Stop 24-hour gas and grocery store. Your #1 convenience store. Located across from Vitraco Park. You name it and they have it. From electronic accessories to your favorite drinks. And from gas to groceries. You name it and they have it. First Stop 24-hour gas and grocery. Located across from Vitraco Park. Check it out. Your favorite store for gas and grocery. Catch of the day. From the water to the pot to your mouth, everything is fresh at Catch of the Day. Located on Cookie Point Beach. Enjoy some of your favorite seafood dishes. Fresh catch, lobster, tang, and whelks when in season, as well as surf and turf. They cater to your wishes. While you sit and wait for your food, enjoy the friendly bar and bask in the ambience that is second to none. Enjoy the white sand, sun, and crystal blue water. We are sure the experience will be unique. Monday through Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Come and enjoy Catch of the Day on Cookie Point Beach. This has been Adler Fonsi Donnerstog here at Connect the Dots. Folks, enjoy the rest of the week, and until next Monday, same time, 10 to 11 a.m.
People come